Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 94 of Fast and Furious. And
I was right.
You're right. Barely. You were barely
right.
He made it out of the tunnel.
I was actually very right, too. I predicted Brian would get out of the tunnel this minute and Dom would not.
Oh.
Which was accurate.
Yeah.
But, boy, barely did he make it out alive.
Not only is Phoenix's car fast enough to pull up beside Brian in the tunnels, he also can pull in front of Brian.
Quickly, too. And keep in mind, there's 12 by 12 columns. They have to change lanes very quickly.
Yeah.
And he chooses to come over in front of Brian, and Brian's not a fan. And Braga's laughing at him.
Right.
And so I thought this was dumb of Brian. Brian takes his elbow and slams his elbow into Braga's face.
Yeah.
So now he's injuring the boss.
Right.
If he would kill him or hurt him really badly, he's kind of losing his leverage for Phoenix. Right now, Phoenix kind of has to take it easy on him because you can't kill Braga.
Right.
Unless maybe Phoenix wants to take over the business. But apparently
he doesn't seem like the business type.
But it does seem like Phoenix notices that Braga's being beaten.
Yeah, somehow he can see that. Makes him angry.
Somehow.
Or he's just angry all the time.
Yeah, but I think he's like, I need to do something about it. So what's he doing here? He slams on his brakes.
Checks
there's not a lot of story happening, but the car action's sort of confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, he brake checks Brian, so Brian changes lanes, goes to pass him, and up ahead we see something blocking one of the lanes of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So now Phoenix floors it.
Gets back in front of Brian again.
Yes.
All while avoiding these center posts.
Yeah. And Brian looks scared because he sees himself heading for the lane that is blocked.
And Phoenix is in front of him. Hopefully you're able to follow all this car maneuvering we're describing.
Is in the same lane. All right, yeah, let's try to be less confusing.
So Phoenix and Brian are both headed towards a dead end with Phoenix in front.
They're lane ends, basically.
Right. And I think Phoenix is still braking because Brian slams into his...
Or is Brian's plan to push him into the barricade? So he slams into him.
Which pushes Phoenix into one of the center posts.
Oh.
And causes him to stop...
Wait, he does hit it, but Brian pulls his little 360 maneuver. I thought he was going to do some reverse driving.
I know.
Fast and Furious loves reverse driving. And
Phoenix is stopped.
And he's stunned at Brian's driving skills.
Yeah, well, he maneuvers a 360 without hitting any of those center posts.
Right. And then he also changes lanes while doing this. So now he's no longer blocked in that lane.
Yeah.
But Phoenix is. Now, slight scene change. We jump back 100 yards in the tunnel, and we see that group of cars, all 50 of them, is following Dom. And this El Camino has 4 big tanks. The shot we have just happened to capture this El Camino, which has 4 tanks of NOS. You know what's funny about this? They probably did what they often do in Fast and Furious, which get a bunch of people with cool cars to come out and donate their cars for the scene. And a lot of them looked like boring cars because they were just driving in the dirt.
Right.
But it's like an El Camino with 4 big tanks of NOS in the trailer bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Bed, the bed.
Yeah, just the bed.
So, and the 350Z is there, and this is getting pretty crazy.
Oh, we got a Camaro right here too.
And I'm very disappointed in Dom's car. He's just
his
slow.
Car or the performance of his car.
Now he has 2 cars because he's in the 2-lane section again. And 2 cars come up around him.
He just wrecked the last guy. He should have a pretty good lead on these guys.
Yeah, and that guy blocked the road a little.
Right, he just can't get out of the way. And so he sees some debris on the side of the tunnel.
Oh, is that what he's going for?
And so he decides to hit it.
Yeah.
And him hitting those wooden things makes the other car behind him swerve.
Yeah.
And lose control.
And then
hit a center post. And then that blocks.
Which should block everybody. Oh,
it does.
Okay, so the 350Z hits him, and now he's flipping. Luckily, the ceiling's higher here, and they are just taking out timbers everywhere, and I'm expecting the place to collapse,
Right.
but it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
Now Brian's in a new tunnel. This tunnel doesn't have any timbers, and it's more of a circular shape, like a catacomb.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like it was made with a big drill.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's tight. I
yeah.
think he's getting pushed by Phoenix because he's
Is
like
that-
swerving back and forth.
and there's weird sounds like whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Like things.
know if
It sounds crazy, like
Is this his?
out of control.
How fast do we
Speedometer.
think we're going here?
That's like 55.
does this
I'm
end here?
impressed.
Is this his RPMs? Because it ends right
No,
here.
that's a speedo. Yeah,
the biggest
interesting. Wait, yeah, maybe it doesn't have a tack
He has to.
because
That's a
that one's a
manual.
fuel, and the other one's an engine temp, right?
Let's see if we can catch it again.
You can use the E button to get one. Oh, look, I bet his speedometer's down here on the right, and that's his tack. Oh, that is his speedometer, and it's covered by his wheel here.
This one is his speedometer
Yeah,
on the
because
right.
you can see this right here is red.
Right.
So he's at 3,500
This
RPMs.
looks like he's going like 35 miles per
25.
hour.
Yeah, 25. Which
Yeah.
makes sense driving through this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not supposed to see that, but for the movie,
Yeah. Phoenix. Braga's not looking too excited.
He looks nervous.
Yeah.
But you can't hear this, but the car sounds out of control. Like you hear like whoa,
Right.
whoa, 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 like
Yeah.
and like he's bouncing off the walls, losing traction.
And he's like, just as they're about to exit, he starts going sideways.
Yeah, why?
I thought Phoenix was pushing him, but I guess not. He just
Yeah, he's-
can't handle it through this tight tunnel.
It's too tight, and so he flips sideways and busts through the fake rock wall that's hiding the tunnel.
But this was not a garage door.
They must
in
be an
no
American.
way.
No. This is just a fake. It's really well disguised. It
This
busts
is like
through
a
it,
rock. Yeah.
made out of concrete.
He was
and he's
flying out there.
oh yeah, airborne, 20 feet up in the air, completely sideways.
Phoenix is on him.
We got 1 second left, and they hit the sand. Brian's bouncing upside down. Phoenix lands it, and
Yeah.
the minute ends. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
So Dom's still in the tunnel, but Brian just
But
let.
hopefully there's a pile up behind him.
Yeah, so,
So
he should be all right.
he should be good now.
But Brian isn't looking to be in a good spot here. He
Yeah.
does have a roll cage,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have a helmet on.
And Braga is also in this car. It doesn't have a helmet on.
I was always told.
Probably not even his seatbelt, remember? I don't think he's strapped up
Yeah. Oof.
because
I
he's
was-
handcuffed behind the back.
I was told a helmet or a roll cage is more dangerous in a vehicle if you aren't wearing a helmet. Because if you're in an accident and hit your head on the roll
Oh,
cage
yeah.
bar, it's like gonna be way
Don't
worse.
they put those pool noodles on him?
Yeah, no, they're actually not pool noodles. They sell like a rated foam. It looks like a pool noodle, and
It's
maybe
like the
it
stuff they put
is.
on the inside of a helmet.
Yeah, or maybe it is pool noodle, and they just charge more because it has a safety rating on it. But
Right.
it actually has like a density and safety rating that
Yeah.
you wrap around your
But
tubing.
like Braga is handcuffed behind the back, sitting in the passenger. Like, where is he at right now? Imagine if you were handcuffed.
Oh,
Like, where would your head go as soon as you I don't know. He's
Yeah.
in bad shape probably.
and they're in the U.S. now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We have
I
to
think
assume.
that's the dividing
They
wall.
made it through the edge of the world.
And I don't think that Phoenix is going to get back through that tunnel too well.
No, to go home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he needs to find a new way,
Yeah.
a new route.
And that's not the same tunnel they used before because that one had a
Yeah, right.
garage door.
And they definitely didn't use this coming into Mexico because
Right.
it was a perfectly camouflaged wall they
Yeah.
busted through. How would he know where that is? I mean,
It's Brian.
it's not the craziest thing
He's
they've
got
done in
intel.
this movie.
Yeah. So maybe this is if they got caught on the security, border patrol, whatever. It
Yeah.
might be a good thing if authorities show up because now we got two people who aren't allowed
Right.
to be in the United States or are probably wanted in the United States,
Right.
who are
That would
now
be
in the
great.
United States.
Yep. Yeah, Border Patrol is exactly what they want.
Yeah.
And if I recall, in my not so good memory, the most ridiculous part of this entire movie is about to happen in the next minute or two.
Oh, I don't
So
know.
it has to do with Dom's Charger.
Oh, I don't remember it.
No
honestly.
way. All right. Well, I won't bring it up.
All right, yeah, don't.
You'll have to find out next week on the Fast and Furious podcast, Granny Shifting.
Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
winning's winning.